right, welcome back. And just taking a quick look now, unfortunately, can't show you all of the other tweets at this time, but we do have this to show you. So this one, in a week of a Lady Leanne's recognition, this one last night coming from our own president, Cyril Ramaphosa, who said, warmest congratulations to Leanne Manus on being honoured as a Knight of the French National Order of Merit for her immense contribution to journalism, media and charitable causes. We look forward to many more informative and inspirational mornings with you and your team.
Isn't that amazing? That was beautiful, really. Thank you. Gosh, a whole president.
Oh, yeah.
Not bad, hey?
Well, you're a whole lady.
Oh, well, yeah, that too. But I mean, that was just, it's been a fantastic week. You know, one of the things I was saying was that you kind of always get celebrated when you've left this world. But to actually be spoken about in a nice way and people recognizing while you're still away, that's a really nice thing. So, wow. Thank you. That's just amazing. I mean, I don't know how you thank a president, but I'll certainly
say thank you.
I'll just retweet and say, thank you, Mr. President. Thank you.
All right, here we are. They are back. So let's quickly run through them.
Well, we can. Quick.
Stage 8. And
this is all about our electricity, as usual. So this is quite a funny one. So somebody puts out a tweet saying, can I ask, so that flag, will it also go off at stage 8? Well, let's explain this to you. So you remember the flag project, the flag's not happening anymore. That's been put on hold, and it was meant to be a glow-in-the-dark flag. So, you know, I suppose the assumption is that it'll work off electricity, but yeah, what'll happen to that? Does that go off at stage 8? But I don't think so. Anyway, it was a nice joke, but
perhaps right now that's not happening at all.
No, it's not happening. It isn't. But jokes aside, a lot of analysts basically saying, brace yourselves for stage 8 power cuts. This is according to Mike Rousseau, saying it's a reality, and if we don't be careful, we could be out of electricity for days on end. So anyway, I don't know.
But then there's also a view, and I think it's worth reflecting on, that came through very strongly in that particular trend, and it is that some people feel that we are being managed. And you know, I have spoken about this.
You have.
Our expectations around Eskom and load shedding are being managed, because some people feel if you threaten us with stage 8, then it's not so much of a cry when we go to, say, stage 4, because, you know, we're expecting worse.
Absolutely. So, yeah, that's the stage 8 a conversation that is continuing. And people just generally, and I think that just goes, you know, along with stage 8, is how tough things are. The electricity is off, load shedding every single night. We're seeing interest rates going up. I see repo rate is also trending now this morning as well. I mean, you know, you've got to understand that these are moving targets, the trends in the first thing in the morning. So repo rate has gone up. The highest in 6 years is where we're at. The petrol price is expected to go up. I hope something's done with that petrol price going up over 3 Rand a litre next month. Everything, I just don't know how we're going to get by. It's really tough, and that came into the conversation too. BRICS is trending.
Basically, some of what's happening there, China saying it wants to expand the BRICS bloc of emerging economies. Also, President Xi Jinping saying that BRICS countries need to strengthen political trust and security cooperation and help stabilize international relations at a time of global turbulence.
Yeah.
So that, of course, raises very interesting questions, looking at the BRICS member states, and of course, you know, a lot of talk around what is currently happening in the world, and of course who the possible countries might be to join this bloc, as China, you know, alluded to maybe getting more emerging economies in.
It'll be interesting to watch. All right, that's a big one. Then Musi Maimane, he is trending, hasn't stopped trending. I'm trying to see what it's all about, but it looks like something along the lines of Musi Maimane, this is just a tweet that I'm reading, says that the ANC would love nothing more than people focusing on immigration because they can continue to loot the country. So he obviously did a podcast with, who is he doing it with?
Moji.
Was it? Kabza?
No, with Mac G.
I think so. Was it MacG?
Yeah.
Okay, well, anyway, there was a whole conversation that was had with
Podcast and
Musi
Chill.
Maimane. And just, yes, exactly, with MacG. Podcast and Chill with MacG. Another one, I enjoyed Musi Maimane interview, crime, immigration, job creation, load shedding, all of those things we're complaining about and deeply entrenched in politics, so we need to talk about it, and so on and so forth. And that is what the Musi Maimane trend is all about.
All right. Okay. Then, of course, Leanne, the president, but also remembering Vuyo, which is the last one. Yesterday.
Indeed.
Yeah.
The anniversary of the passing of Vuyo, and many people sending those regards. In fact, early this morning, believe it or not, I actually saw Morning Live trending as well. So I think just so many people reminiscing and remembering the days gone by. So yeah, it just shows you what an impact you make in this industry and how much of an impact Vuyo made. So that was his 9th anniversary, the passing of Vuyo, and many people recognizing him for it.
Right. Here's our question of the day. If we have that to put up, if not, I'm sure we have it here. So we'll just tell you about it for the time being. So we're asking you this morning about the latest interest rate hike. Reserve Bank Governor Lesetja Kganyago says that South Africa's biggest interest rate hike in 6 years follows rising global inflation. But what's your reaction to that? What's your take on that? Let's hear your views. We're going to hear from South Africa's former Statistician General, Dr. Padi Luhutla, about that in the next few minutes. So we're going to take a break. At Morning Live SABC is where you can send us your views.